Another point that I should state before we start the modeling process is an option that you can use in the Collaborate tab. You can select the interference check option, and from one side select the pipe fittings and the pipes themselves, and the other side select the structural columns and structural framings, for example. After that, you press OK and the command is loaded up. You'll see in the report that pops up how many issues and how many collisions there are in the plan. I'll select this one and then click on show. And then if I select any one of these, they'll be highlighted and shown to me. So this one is actually right here. So I'll have to rotate the plan and show you the left view and then zoom in here so you can actually see where the point is. It's actually talking about this one area right here. So now I'll close this and select this and rotate it so you can get a look at it from different angles. And if you actually remember, these connections here aren't actually true and don't hold up in the final plan because we did it in the dynamo and our goal was to actually just show the pipes themselves and just we added some connections on top of them. If you remember, we did a general explanation on the BIM Collab tab. First, you can open up the BCF manager and wherever you see any collisions, you can share them in the web. In order to do this, you need to go to the BIM Collab website by typing bimcollab.com. Alright, and then after it's loaded up, I'll double click on the BIM Collab logo, and then I'll be directed to the main page where I can select the login option. So you need to actually create an account for yourselves like this and like the account that I've created, and I can log in using it. Alright, and after you're done, you can see your projects here and you can create a new project using this option. Now, having the plan and the points that you'll need to go over and scrutinize later on the web itself is helpful to you because the collaborators and the people that you invite can actually see the collisions or the problems that you're having with the plan itself. So I'll create a new project here and name it Beam Pack project, and then I can fill in the description with whatever I feel is necessary. Now for the explanation and description regarding this project, I'll just write in this is regarding the Beam Pack project sample in the description, and then after that I can also add an image for the project itself by selecting the browse option on the right, and then I can find the folder or the file that I want in the destination that I've desired, which for me would be, for example, this one. Let's see what else we have that we could choose. Maybe this beam logo. We'll select it and then we'll click on the create button. Now after the project has been created, you can see the different tabs you have, the first of which is the team members. In the free version of the website, you can add up to 5 members to your team, and you can do that using the plus button on the right. And then after that, you'll be redirected to a page where you can type in the address of your team members in this box. For example, I'll add this address. And after that, you can select what type of the team member it is. For example, I'll choose mechanical engineer, and you can choose the roles as well, editor or reviewer or viewer. Now, as we said, in the free version, you can add up to 5 members, 3 of which can be editors and edit the project themselves. So they'll have access to the images and notes that are in the project. Then you'll have one person as the reviewer and another one as the viewer. Normally in the project procedure, you can select the main roles and assign them to the editors, and then you can have a couple of reviewers and viewers as well on the site. So I'll select the add option, and then an email will be sent to our colleague. You should also note that the colleague that you're sending the message to should actually have a membership in the website itself. Otherwise, they won't receive any emails. So they'll be added to the project in this manner, and then they will be sent an email. After that, you have the milestones tab on top. In here, you can actually highlight the key moments of the projects and the phases that you've gone through. After that, we have the area tab and the labels and the types, then priorities, group, and custom. Now you can work with the different tabs, but I think the custom is premium only. So this is a general explanation of the different parts of the BIM Collab website itself. And then we'll head over to the dashboard where we don't actually have anything coming up because we haven't completed any projects in the sites. So I'll minimize the tab, and then in the Revit file, I'll click on the connect button. Here you'll put in the email and the password that you've selected previously, and then press connect. Now, if there are any activated projects, they will be listed here under the project section, and you can only have one project activated at one time. Here I'll select the BIM Pack project and hit OK. Now, using the plus button on the right, we can add the issues that we see in the project, like the one that we observed earlier, and assign them names. For example, Clash Test 1 for this one. And then you can put in any type of description that you want or comments on the bottom. And then you have the notify option, in which you can select who are the people that are going to be sent the issue, and this is only activated in the online section of the tool. Now you can insert the email of your colleague or a contractor, and they'll be receiving an email if you hit save. Now you can also select multiple people for this section, but for now I'll deactivate all of the members. And then we have the label section up on top, where you can select whether it's going to be architecture, electrical, and what else. I'll put in mechanical for now. And then we have the type of the issue, which I'll put in Clash for now, and the area, which I'll put in model, and the milestone, which is going to be design phase. Then you have the priority, we'll go with critical, and the deadline, in which you can enter the dates. After you've put in the info, you hit save, and then the project will be saved here. Then if you click the synchronize project option, the issue will be added to the web phase of the project as well. And then the contractor or design team, whether they're outside or not, they'll be sent an email regarding the issue. And then they can be online and have access to the issue at any time, or they can add their input from their office, or if they have the Revit file, they can open it up directly and see the issue itself. They can also see it in Navisworks as well. So there are no real limitations in this section. Now, if they have the option to edit the issue, they can also edit it, and they can also add in their comments as well. As an example for comments, I'll write in, we'll change the direction after our checkup, and then I'll hit save. Now, with that change done, if you actually go to the Revit file itself and look at the project and the issue itself, you can refresh and see the comments added to the issue too. So I'll go over here and click on the pen icon down here, and then I can see the comments and then edit it if I choose to. Now, these are some methods on how you can do the coordinations in the initial phases. Now, the explanations up to this point are about the initial processes, but you can use to get help from the BCF manager later on as well. For example, when you encounter clashes later on. But as we've said, it's best to review the clashes early on to manage the time as best as possible. So in the next part, we'll enter the models and start from the wind and rain sections of the project. I'll go over here to the filters and select and delete the pipes that we've drawn already, so we can continue the work.